Welcome in Divine Masculine. We are going to deep dive and dissect what is underlying. One card that I pulled was Zeus. This is your masculine leadership that's coming to the surface. And if you notice, he's got an eagle here, right? And so the ego is surveying the whole place that you are, your ecosystem is surveying. So your eagle eye is activated. You are seeking truth and you have laser focus. That is leadership. At this point, if you are stepping into this for the first time or have slowly unfolded layers in your masculine energy, it is important that you make your own choices and decisions. You got to do that first. Don't a good way to baby step into radically making your own decisions is if you are in a partnership and you do have a feminine, you make the choices. You decide where you're going to eat, where you're going to go, what you want to do. Do all of that. And I can tell you this right now, your feminine will absolutely adore that. But you are stepping into leadership, so baby steps, making tiny little decisions, and stop asking outside of yourself what you should or shouldn't do. Do your research. Examine the idea. Contemplate the idea. You want to tap into your inner devotion. If you happen to have a safe space where you can brainstorm, like a sound system, a broadcasting system that you can just sort of bounce ideas off of without anybody intrusively shifting and influencing you, perfect. But right now, your leadership position is asking you to trust the timing. The destroyer has appeared, meaning that you are cutting ties. You are moving on. You're no longer paying homage to any more lower frequencies. You are looking to build something. And the energy is saying, shift or be shifted. Shift or be shifted. This is your spiritual awakening. So welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby. I'm a Reiki practitioner, psychic medium, and twin flame facilitator. I facilitate the intimacy that is required for evolution and growth. Okay, so moving on, you are focused on your future. This is North Node future. And that just means that your chart has activated. You might have felt a shift in yourself, maybe a shift in the energy. Something started working, right? So that's what happens is when we start to see the path unfold so clearly, you're going to let go of anything that any what should have been, any limited beliefs. It's time to rewrite your past. I did pull own your past. Own your past. Look at you. Like you're looking in the mirror at all of your reflections, and you are it's like being in the matrix. You can rewrite your past, but you can't rewrite your past, but you can change how it shapes you. Embrace your choices and let them become your wisdom. And I know that says you can't rewrite your past, but man, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. I had a wonderful mother. I was very nurtured. I was very well taken care of. I love the masculine energy in my household because everything carries a dark and a light, a yin and a yang. And if you're in pain or you have wounds or you have separation or disconnect from your family, it's because you are potentially focusing on the negative instead of the positive. It's like when we break up with somebody or we get out of relationships, we think about all the things that we don't want and all the things that they did that we didn't like. And then we look for those signs and signals in the next person, which is, by the way, a projection of expectations and assumptions. But I just made it a point to focus on the brilliance. The brilliant things led me to understand why the dark things happened, because there's no separation. It was good and it was bad. It was left and it was right. It was up and it was down. It was in and it was out. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no separation. Yin and yang, masculine, there's no separation. There's only one. So I received the darkness as being a potential growth impact. And then I focused on the things that I loved, the great experience. Like, there are usually more wonderful experiences in a connection than there are negative. But sometimes it's just that. I remember doing one negative thing and all of a sudden that's what I'm defined by. Not all by the billions of things that I did right. I was being defined by the one thing that didn't match the rest, the contrast. And that just drove me wild. And so I made it my value system that I would only focus on the beautiful things, because all the other things came from a wounded state, a survival state, a pain state. So we really do want to focus on the good, wonderful things. You are shedding your own skin, so you may be experiencing frustration, anger, acknowledgement. Your masculine energy wants to live up to its potential, and it wants to be validated and confirmed. Masculine energy loves to be validated and confirmed. Like, show me your muscles. Show me your muscles. Like, show somebody your muscles. Show your mom your muscles. She'll love to. I love seeing my boys' muscles. It makes me so happy that they're so proud of their bodies and really focused on their health. I think that's amazing. It's important for you to broadcast and have a safe place to expose your achievements. If you don't have a place to expose your achievements without being sort of pushed aside, then you need to rebuild your system, rebuild your connections, rebuild your tribe, rebuild your team. Zeus leadership. So the king of all Greek gods is the powerful Zeus. That means that you're the tribe leader. You're the one that they follow. I know it's a big weight to put on your shoulders, but it's true. Your influence is astronomical. It's just more than you could ever imagine. And the people, and I do feel like the people around you appreciate you more than maybe you know. But just bask in the glory that your regular traditional self, who does the regular traditional things, is actually amplifying others. Like, the thing that you do every day that doesn't seem like a big deal is moving mountains in other people's lives. Okay, so often referred to the ancient prayers as Father Zeus is the god the other gods looked to for leadership, order, and direction. That's you. You give that to your tribe. Zeus defeated, or your comrades, or your bros, or anyway, the people that you hang out with the most. Okay, so Zeus defeated or banished his enemies and all who defied him. So although he is good, he is God who fond of gathering storms among the Greeks. He was recognized more for his skill at creating customs and laws for man and deity alike. It's like nowadays, if you're on a micro scale, if you're in a huge leadership position, meaning you own your own corporation or you own your own business, right? You can safely say that that's what you're good at. You're good at organizing. You're good at creating businesses automatically. But on a micro scale, you're still doing this. Even if you have a group of 2. Even if you just have one best friend. Or if you just have family members. This is how your family members see you, right? And that might mean that you have a more challenging position. They might poke and prod at you more. They might challenge you more because you can take it, because you know how to take it. Unless you're in your wounded pain body, and then right? You're running the other direction, but stop running. This is not running energy at all. You are owning your past, taking full accountability for it, and you're starting to make your own choices and decisions. And anybody that gets in and intrudes in that, it's no thank you. I didn't ask, right? No thank you, I didn't ask. I got a plan. Unless you're in on it, you're out. Okay. Zeus sometimes takes the form of a mighty eagle and soars around Mount Olympus, surveying his domain with sharp, big picture perception, meaning that you can see change from a mile away. You can see what needs to shift from a mile away. Although it is tempting to imagine Zeus as a passive god, sitting high up in the clouds on his throne, Zeus is powerful in battle and loved heroism and striving. The Olympic Games were originally held in honor of Zeus, and it is even said that he competed occasionally. Wrestling is his thing, as did some of the other gods and goddesses. If you're not a wrestler, I would maybe consider doing wrestling. Maybe that's something that will empower your masculine energy. You have to step fully into it. Masculine has no fear. Takes risks. Not afraid to be out of their comfort zone. You may also wish to consider delegation as a way of meeting your goals. Good leaders allow people to have great skills, often better than theirs. Such is their confidence and wisdom to help them. Was a master at this. He would ask Hapathus to make weapons. He asked somebody to make weapons. Can't pronounce the name. Athena to strategize, winged Hermes to promptly pass a message, and so on. Do you need help with a group project, or are you the captain of a team, relying on others when their skills exceed yours in an area is a way for everybody to succeed. Micromanaging and being controlling is rarely a rewarding experience. The shadow side of Zeus is leadership does not mean infallibility. Zeus was no perfect king. He acted on impulse. He bore grudges. He was jealous, and he often raged. In some cases, it could be said that he abused his power. The adage, "Do what I say and do not what I do," seems fitting in these cases. Great leaders accept their imperfections but are honest about them and seek to correct or transform them. Leaders gain confidence from this positive self-awareness and transformation. Right, the feedback loop. It's like if you're a high-ticket sales rep or running a business, it's like that. So this a twin flame facility. It's the feedback loop. You need that safe space to get that feedback. Just in the beginning, I don't require a safe space for the feedback because I've stepped so fully into the sovereign position that I think all feedback is great. I love all feedback. And I think that every piece and portion of feedback, whether negative or positive, either moves me forward or pulls me back. So I think it's important that when I do get negative feedback, that's more of a test of my own will and a test of my own perseverance. I really want to step into my full position. And so getting those testing ideas, I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with getting the testing ideas. So trust the timing, trust the wave you came on. So time is not running out. And I really do like that. There's never any urgency. The purpose is in the process. You can only just take one step at a time. You get an idea, you execute. You get an idea, you execute. You get an idea, you execute. You don't question them, because as soon as you execute, as soon as you decide to commit to execute, the second you start executing, you figure it out. Like it all makes sense, or it doesn't, or all of a sudden you're like, no, I actually don't want to do that. It's like if you commit to something, then you can see how that commitment is either working for you or it's not. Because once you commit to it, you get foresight, you get understanding. Everything starts to unfold. It all makes sense. Every single time. The veil is lifting. Questioning everything unaligned must go. That's perfect, right? Questioning everything is committing to everything, saying yes to everything. Because the second I say, like if I say, yeah, like somebody will ask me, do you want to go somewhere? And I don't know. Like I'm in this, I don't know. But then I'm like, you know what? I must have attracted this, and maybe there's something there for me, and I'm in resistance because it's uncomfortable. So yes, the second I say yes, all of a sudden I have this download or this enlightenment, this revelation. And all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Actually, I don't. Thanks. Because it's the commitment. The answer's in the commitment. The answer's in commitment. What is that? That's intention. Like maybe there's a girl or a woman that you're in a relationship with and you are terrified of commitment, although you are committed. But you're like, I don't know how many people I ask, are you in a relationship? They're like, I don't know. What? How do you not know if you're in a relationship? I don't understand. So, right, because what's going on is they're wavering between commitment, whether they want to or whether they don't want to, what happens as soon as you commit most of the time? The true colors come to the surface. The truth reveals itself. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute. No, never mind. Or, yes. All of a sudden, the energy amplifies. Everything starts to align. Starts working out. Now you don't feel like you're in conflict. Now you want to spend time with them where you were rejecting them before, right? Commitment. Remember, nothing's forever, and you can change your mind literally anytime you want. You can open a whole business and decide it's not the one. You can close it down, right? Sell it to somebody else. Probably get more money than what you put into it. Like real estate definitely goes up. So remember, all the work that you put into a business, if you already built it and you already create it, you can get more money from it. Maybe that's something you enjoy doing. I don't know. It's probably why I'm mentioning it. But you are on the 28th path in the tree of life. So I'm going to show you. So you're creating neural pathways here on the tree of life. What does that mean? Yesod to Nazak. So the key task is seeing the workings of the universe and unlocking creativity. Again, we're going to go back to Zeus and the activated eagle eye, soaring like an eagle, and really looking at the details that are in front of you. You are the star. That's what this is. This is Aquarius, the star. Seeing the greater will, following dreams, hope, and inspiration. The weakness here is doubt, lust, fear of success. Sit with that for just a second. None of that's even real. Fear of success. What does that even mean? Right? Fear of success is maybe it will work out. Right? Maybe it will. How much am I is that valuable? Is that somewhere where I want to spend a lot of my time? Right? I think fear of success comes from an unaligned direction. That's what I think. I think once you get aligned, you no longer fear success because it unveils itself. You can see it just so much more clear. Like it makes sense. You no longer have fear of success. Now you're seeing the greater will. Now you're seeing the greater purpose. It's okay to redirect yourself several times. I mean, you were this little itty bitty baby born into this already co-created reality. And our brain wants to compare everything when there is no comparison. You are the only one that exists of you. You are the only one of you that exists. And so following your dreams, your hope, your inspiration, That's what puts you on the aligned path. Maybe the fear of success and the focus that you're focusing on, where that's creating that fear of success, is because that isn't where you want to be. Of course, I'm going to fear success. I don't want to do that. But now I'm going to have to force myself to do that. And I'm going to have to show up when I don't want to show up. I might fail because that's resistance. It's reluctant. It's like, ugh, right? That's why they say, do what you love and you'll make money. Do what you love and make money. It takes sometimes a little while, right, to do that. It takes a little while to shift, and it takes a little while to get rid of what's not working. So, right, the veil is lifting. You're looking outside the veil, and you are ready to execute. The destroyer isn't playing. They ain't playing. The destroyer is here. The destroyer is here to release anything unaligned. Anything unaligned must go. Shift or be shifted. What is shift or be shift or be shifted? Means that if you don't take action, regret, resentment, shame, guilt, you don't want any of that. No, you don't want any of that. Definitely don't want any of that. Definitely don't want any of that. So cut those ties, move forward, stay focused on your vision. You have got this. You are amazing. Oh, and if you like and this resonates, please like it, subscribe. I'm new to YouTube. And also share this with a friend if it resonates. Teamwork makes the dream work. Till next time.